Why do women flake and how to spot it? Stay tuned.
You gotta understand how the game really works. What you was taught was just part of the curse. Trying to be the nice guy, there when she wanna cry. Different from the other guy, she still wanna jerk. Now you at the mall trying to buy her a purse, while the other man with her is lifting up her skirt.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next, I would like to say I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. If it feels like it, you got to check yourself. Okay, this was a requested video. Again, a lot of you guys request these dating videos, man. That's highly requested. Dating is always highly requested. Guys that are going their own way that be wondering why I make these videos. Hey, this is what they want to know. So today we're going to be talking about why do women flake? What is women flaking? Canceling dates. You know what I'm saying? Not showing up to the date. They call that flaking, ghosting. It's all in the same throne. All right? It's all signs that her interest levels are very, very low. All right? When it comes to low interest, one thing that guys ignore is their gut. A lot of you guys, when it comes to women, your problems are being answered if you didn't have the hope. You hope what you thinking is not true. You hope what you're doing. You're just assuming. You don't want to react to things. Your gut tells you everything about a woman. And a lot of you guys out there, when you're dealing with women, you need to learn to control that gut feeling. That's something that I had to learn in the stock market. I had to learn to trade with my gut feelings to be a better trader so everything feels natural. It's the same thing when it comes to a woman. You know the information about the woman. You know what to expect. You know what a girl is like when she like you, and you know what it's like when a girl don't like you. Always follow your gut feelings. So one mistake that a lot of you guys make is you never follow your gut feeling. All right? Next, you have to understand this. A woman gives warning signs. All right? When it comes to the flaking, a woman is going to give you warning signs that she's going to flake. Her interest is going to be low the whole entire time you're trying to plan the date. She's not going to even call you like that. Communication's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to know this. Like she's probably going to cancel a couple times, call the day before. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand the actions when you first met her, the actions when you first started. How did you get the number? Did you help her out? Were you guys in a situation where you were just talking? Was it favor for favor? Which means that you got her number because you was helping her with something else. And then you kind of slid a date in. You have to always go back to the beginning when you got her phone number. Was it genuine? If you got her number online, you cannot be mad if she flaked on you. Why? It's an imaginary world in the first place. I tell people that all the time. The Matrix is a flaky world. It's fake. So if you meet a girl online, expect to get flaked. But everything at the beginning is going to show you that she's going to flake you. When you go to call her, she's going to keep things short and sweet. It's going to take you forever to set a date because she's going to act like she doesn't have time and that she's busy. You want to know what she's doing when she do that? She's waiting to see what other options are out there. You may have gotten a number because she reached desperation status. When a woman reaches desperation status, that's typically where the nerds are going to win that are on their purpose. You got a lot of nerds out here that work for tech companies. They make a lot of money. And when that pretty girl starts to hit the wall a little bit, she go run into him to get back up. And that nerd's waiting on her. And then that's when he gets the good girl. So you got to understand, if you caught a woman at the time of her life where she felt her lowest and she gave you her number, hoping that you'll create a challenge, hoping that you'll give her some spunk, but all you turned out to be was just another beta male that wanted to give her the world, then she's flaking because something else came along that she thinks she has a better chance of getting. That's what you have to understand. So if she keeps rescheduling and rescheduling, it's that somebody else is there, but you're on the back burner. Beta males are always on the back burner because you're not going anywhere. So all she has to do is breadcrumb you through the phone. What's breadcrumbing? Where She may not answer back your text messages within a couple hours. It may be 6 hours. It may be the next day. But it's enough attention just to keep you interested in her, right? So she'll breadcrumb you just to keep you around. She'll breadcrumb 7 to 8 dudes at one time. All right, these will be dudes where they're like, all right, if I need something to do, I'll just magically tell them I'm available and they're going to come and get me. All right, so at the beginning of the relationship, in the beginning of you and her interactions, did she breadcrumb you? Were you getting little text messages here? Like you text her, that she'll wait a day to text you back? Okay, if she's been breadcrumbing you for a couple weeks, that's a sign that you are going to get flaked. Her interest levels are very, very, very low. Now, when you get a woman's number, look at the pretenses of you getting it. A lot of guys, right, they get the number, and what you guys start doing, you start playing the 3-day rule. Majority of guys are going to play the 3-day rule because back in the day, that used to be like the standard for guys to show like that they wasn't that they was creating a challenge. But at that time where that rule came out, the 3-day rule came out, women wanted a man. Women were still taught to be wives. Women were still taught to be submissive. So it was easy for you to do the 3-day rule because more women showed how desperate they were. You know what I'm saying? It's like after 3 days, you call her, it automatically worked. That doesn't work nowadays. So when you do the 3-day rule at the beginning of getting her number, there's a high chance that you're going to get flaked on because you turned around and put yourself in the same category as all the other guys. Pay attention to what you're doing at the beginning. The more things that you do at the beginning that relates to all the other guys, the more of a chance that you're going to get flaked on. And the reason why you are going to get flaked on, because there's no challenge there. Just through your actions, she has you already figured out. Next, loss of emotional momentum. What do I mean by emotional momentum? That's where you and a girl, right? When you first start interacting, the connection is really, 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 really good. You have a really, really good connection. The conversation is going good. The energy is going good. The exchange of the number is going good. The flirting of the eyes is going good. It's working out perfect that when you get that number, you just can't wait to call her and to get it going. You know what I'm saying? But there comes a problem here. All right? And the problem that happens here is called emotional momentum. That's where she would have been into you, right? But she may have needed you to call her every single day. Why? Because she's addicted to beta males. So she's automatically assuming that as soon as she gives you the number, you're going to call her. 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 And then it becomes a battle of which beta male is going to actually stay consistent at being used. That's what a lot of girls are dating from. That's the angles they're dating from. It's a battle of which beta male is going to actually worship her. So a lot of you guys get flaked on because you lost emotional momentum with her, which means that you stayed in alpha frame. You didn't become the beta male that she was searching for to just worship her. So her momentum with you died out because you may have been on your purpose and you couldn't call her for a week. You couldn't call her for a couple of days. You couldn't call her. You know what I'm saying? What you were doing because she was looking for a guy to worship her. Now, that's not a bad thing. That means that you dodged the bullet. So you got to look at what side of the flake that you actually got flaked on. Some flakes are really, really good. I had girls when I was like in high school or something like that. I've had girls flake on me because I had other girls and I wasn't calling them like that. You got to realize that. You know what I'm saying? Look at the beginning. Certain girls need beta males. Certain girls need alpha males. If she's coming out of a bad relationship, she's looking for the guy to worship her. Trust me. She got to get her momentum back. She has to get her confidence back. Women get their confidence back with beta males that they can run all over. So you may have dodged the bullet when you got flaked due to the fact that you didn't call her and constantly call her and constantly call her and threw yourself out there to be used. All right, so you have to understand both sides of the spectrum here when it comes to women. She's going to flake, but you have to understand there are signs at the beginning of interacting with her that lets you know that you're going to get flaked. And there's signs where a flake is good and it works in your favor. All right, this is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you were able to get the message. Comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. Videos go to the Patreon before they come to YouTube. Hasta la